there's this dichotomy illusion of the mindset of surviving a dangerous situation, responding in an optimized way to save your own life in emergency situations. It's a set of events that needs to be trained and repeated physically and mentally, and that's part of it, right? So I figure aviation and maybe life in general, we have that mindset of surviving it, avoiding death, avoiding hitting a tree, you know what I mean? So there is that I'm going away from an unwanted possibility, as opposed to the mindset of intent carried out. This flowing intention of a plan, a way to get into a situation where there is the freedom to maneuver, the freedom to make different choices. And to me, this is a big part of flight as well. And so avoiding a thunderstorm or crashing is square one. Sure, if you can't do that, you're not much of a pilot. But there's also the part of the pilot that must continue to grow as we explore unconsidered possibilities through creative flying, through experimenting, trying things you haven't done before, learning from them, because some of them will lead to the conclusion that you don't want to do that again. And other things are like, oh, that was actually pretty fun. Let me check that out and explore, versions of it, and that's a beautiful thing. There's a great many things that we can do in the sky and with our lives. And if we always are responding for, in this manner of avoiding crashing, we don't get a chance to realize that, okay, we've avoided crashing and we're still flying. So let's take a deep breath, take a lap. And when your body feels better, your mind will feel better. And then you'll get in a better mood. And you'll relax into exploring your piloting skill, your abilities. What can you do? It's more than you've been doing. You've got capabilities that you haven't tapped in a while, and maybe never. And that's the fun part, is exploring parts of novel flight maneuvers, novel designs, of parachute shapes. You got to be careful with that one. It can get very dangerous. But if you explore, at the very least, your flight vehicle, whether you fly a C-130 or a helicopter or a sport parachute, you're a pilot of that craft. And those other pilots couldn't necessarily fly yours, but they're really good at theirs, and you got to get good at yours. You got to get good at making that canopy do what you want it to do, so that you can both, and first, avoid, call it sporadically, save your own life, and do your aberrant behavior patterns that are part of the plan. It's called Plan B. It's your cutaway and your reserve. It's your metaphorical cutaway and reserve. I don't suggest cutting away without a reserve plan when it comes to life in general. But once we do make the decision to surrender to trust, to trusting, a cutaway from a situation that you decide, a life choice that you've been making, possibly for as long as you can remember, you now disagree. Now you're like, yeah, actually, that wasn't as much fun or as happy as I would have liked. And that's fine. It is what it is. It's already the past, which means I can cheer up starting right now. and let it in that that was that, and this is now. And this now has the capability to have nothing to do with that, and everything to do with the best possible version of this moment. What if this was the best moment of your life? Again.
Wow. Right? That was easy.